Hello everyone, my name is Darnie Flowerschnitt and welcome to Racing Review, where I give you a brutally honest review and rating of Event Labs in Forza Horizon 5. Today's event I'll be covering is FCG Lakeview Circuit by Suds the Cat. This is an asphalt racetrack / street circuit set almost completely over the lake. Today I'm driving the 1982 DMC DeLorean, tuned for B-Class grip. Starting off, I think the track layout of this event would in theory be good if it was a little bigger and wider. Some corners are just really sharp, like the last corner you have to almost come to a stop, and especially since there are driver tires on this event, you can see that it would be very difficult to race through these sections. On top of that, there's two really sudden sharp elevation changes that launch your car in the air. The first one is unpredictable, and you could either land back on the road or on the wall next to the road. And the last one, which is just before the last corner, will launch your car into a wall if you don't know that you need to brake before it. The road surface is okay, swapping between road pieces and some Halo bridge pieces, but not all pieces are flush with each other or flow with the track either. Rather, it seems like the track was routed with walls after the road was placed. This makes it a little harder to protect the corners. The checkpoints are good, and though not in the perfect place, they don't need to be because the walls prevent any corner cuts. Now the racing line, on the other hand, is pretty okay, and helps you know when to brake for the most part, until you get to the last corner. The racing line should indicate you slow down for the jump, but it doesn't, and that's not the creator's fault, that's just how Forza maps the braking point. Although, putting a jump right before a corner is the creator's fault. And on top of that, the racing line actually goes through a wall on the last corner, which is pretty interesting, so don't follow the line perfectly. Now let's talk about the decoration. I don't really see a theme here, but I would call it neon mumbo jumbo. There's a lot of neon and nice lighting, which is cool, but some of it does interfere with being able to see the racing line. And there is a dragon in the water, and who doesn't love dragons? But that's all the decoration really has to offer. Other than that, it's just some grandstands and horizon signs in the middle of the road. The walls that are used to create the route don't have too many dead stops, except for the bridges where you really have to be careful. But the walls in general are a bit jagged, especially on the inside of the corner, so you might get caught on an edge if you get too close. Some of the walls are also floating slightly above the road, which isn't a huge deal, but it shows that the event was rather rushed. And there is one or two spots where you can see some Z-fighting. Now with that, let's move on to the rating. The positives for this event are, lighting is good, some nice decoration, and an okay racing line. The negatives for this event are, no obvious theme, track layout is rough, some extremely tight, unpredictable corners, unsmooth elevation changes, a couple of dead stops, some walls are floating above the road, jumps into corners, roads don't line up with each other, and some Z-fighting. I was going to mention no corner cuts as a positive, but honestly that should be the standard, and I can't really justify adding any points back just because of that. But that also means that the event didn't lose any points on that part. With all that being said, I rate this event a 3 out of 10. This track really is lacking all around. It's also unpredictable with the rough elevation changes. The decoration is also lacking with no coherent theme. The only redeeming quality the event has is that the neon and some decorations create a decent vibe. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more, or don't, that's okay too. Fastest lap time I was able to get in B class was a 106.817. Think you can beat it?